Hello guys, welcome to Next Step with Cherry. So if you're my new viewer, I want to say a very big thank you, and you might just want to click on the subscription button because there are a lot of educative video. Click on the notification button, like the video if you like the content, and if you're my returning viewer, I want to say a very big thank you. And if you've not subscribed, please, what are you still doing? What are you still doing? What are you still doing? Okay, we are going to go into like cheaper universities because a lot of people on my WhatsApp and Telegram have been telling me to talk more about low tuition universities. Like a lot of people struggle for scholarship, right? And so it's so competitive, but if you find like a cheap university, it will be more better for you to like apply than to apply for scholarship. So we are going to talk about low tuition universities, and also if you find scholarship, we are still going to talk about that. So if you've not watched this Luxembourg University, you might want to watch it. This video, you might want to watch it. And I also created a playlist where I divided the video into each country, so you can also watch that and see if you find something that you like. So today we are going to Austria. Yeah, because a lot of people have been asking for this video. So we will be going into Graz University of Technology. So this university is mainly like technology and science field university. So one thing about Austria, because I know a lot of people want to go to Austria, but one thing that you need to know is that Austria, most of the courses are usually in German language. So if you know how to speak German language, then that is really nice for you. You have so much choice. You have so many choice, both in Austria, in Belgium, in Germany, in a lot of countries in Europe. So, but if you cannot speak German language, then mostly bachelor's degree are not for you, except you can speak German language. So if you really want to go to Austria, then you have to learn German. But some of the master's degree are taught in English, and we are going to go to the universities one after the other. So we will be focusing on each university one after the other. So I will tell you the steps that you need to follow because it's a bit tricky. So one thing you need to know about applying for Austria is that when you hear admission, admission is not the type of admission that we know. So when it comes to admission in Austria, that is when the admission committee have already assessed your document and sent you a letter that you can now apply for admission. Then you then apply for online admission, and that means that you already accepted, but you need to apply for the online admission then. So the process is also like Luxembourg, but one thing about it is that you need to send your document through post. We are going to come to that, but I want to remind you, you also need to legalize your document. So if you've not done that, this is really like a great chance if you really want to go abroad, because a lot of schools need that. A lot of schools, it will help boost your chances. So you just need to go to Ministry of Foreign Affairs and also Ministry of Education and legalize your document. So these two places, I don't know what it's called in your country. You can search for that. Ministry of Education, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Legalize your document because it will prove that your university is standard university and it's recognized in your country. So your certificate is not fake. So that is the reason why you need to legalize your document. So if you've legalized your document and your transcript, I mean your certificate, your WAEC or your high school certificate, your diploma, your bachelor's degree certificate, your master's degree certificate, and your transcript, you need to legalize that. Then you can be able to apply to so many universities. So here we can see masters that are taught in English. We can see all the masters. So if you have a bachelor's degree related to these courses, then you can apply. So one thing with this university is that it needs to be directly to these courses. If it is not directly to these courses, I don't really know how your admission will be, but yeah. So let's click on one of them. You can see it here. I'm going to keep this link on the description. So if you have any courses here that you've done on your bachelor's degree, then you can apply. And remember that the tuition is just 742 point something euro. So it's just between 750 780 euro per semester or per year. So you can also search for that. So when we click on this computer science, then you read on what they want. You go through here, make sure you read everything because you will need it on your motivation letter, even though they don't request for it. But I always tell my subscribers to write a motivation letter. It will not cause any harm. It will also boost, it might actually boost your application. So here you will see the what they ask. They ask for you to complete a bachelor's degree in a relevant subject, and here you can see the relevant subject: computer science, information and computer engineering. So if you have a bachelor's degree in this following subjects, then you can apply for this course. That is also for the rest of the other courses in the English masters in the English field, or the English taught masters. So here you need to prove evidence of your competence in English. Here, if your country, like if you are not from a country that speaks English, or your secondary school, your high school was not completed in English, then you need IELTS. But if your high school studies is completed in English, then you don't need IELTS. So countries like some countries in Africa, like South Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, those countries, you don't need IELTS. You just need your legalized WAEC certificate, or your legalized high school certificate that can prove that you have your English at least, we can also say it, you have your English at least B something. Yeah, you can, okay, we can see it. Your completion of 8 years at an English speaking school. So if you completed your secondary school, your high school with English, then you don't need IELTS. But if you don't, then you need IELTS. And there is another thing: the certificate listed in this item 1 to 4 may not be older than 2 years. So that is also the problem. If, for example, you're applying for bachelor's degree and you're applying for master's degree and you completed your bachelor's degree in English in an English speaking country maybe 2 years ago, then you can apply without IELTS. If you completed your high school 2 years ago in an English speaking country or in an English speaking school 2 years ago, then you can apply. But if it is more than 2 years, then you might probably need to write IELTS. So that is how it works in this place. So let's go back. You can as well check for other courses and see what they need, but just to make this video a bit shorter, so here we go to this link. This link is where you see everything they need about the international students. So international students, some other document that you need to add will be available by May, but you need to start preparing your document and sending it already. So here you need to provide, either if you can speak German language, you need to provide the document proving that you can speak German language. So you can see that application is going to start by 1st May to 5th September. So application is going to start here for people outside of EU, but you need to start sending your documents. So here is the process how you can apply. Number 1, click on this place and fill this form. Fill this admission form, and then you go here and collect your admission documents. And what are the documents? So we are going to go to that, and then when you gather all the documents legalized and certified, as we said, then you need to send it to this place. You need to send it by post. You need to send it by post to this address. So they will not really tell you when it has arrived or not. So you make sure you use a trustworthy company that can. So when you send it here, then the application, when it arrives, then they will go through your application and then they will notify you the outcome, because in your admission letter, application letter, you need to write your email. So then they will notify you if you are accepted or not. So if you're accepted, then you can be able to go for the online application. So first is that you need to send your offline application through the email. I'm going to keep this link on the description. So let's go and see what they need. If you scroll here, you will see the application form. First, you need to download that, and your school's living certificates. Even though they did not say legalized and certified, but most schools in Australia need a legalized and certified school living certificate. This is for bachelors. So they need something else that is called proof of special university entrance qualification for citizens of country outside of EU. So this is your university where you studied. It's also with the bachelor's, master's, PhD. The university where you study, they need to give you a letter proving that the course that you are studying, it's more like a recommendation letter, but it's not a recommendation letter. They need to give you a letter that proves like the course that you are about to study, maybe computer science, is related to what you studied in your bachelor's degree level. So they are recommending you, or they are, and it's also recognized in the country. So make sure it's listed something like that. You can as well read this so that you understand what they mean, or you can just ask me on the comment section and I will explain it more to you. Then you also need transcripts, your transcripts, and also proof of German for bachelor's degree, and you need your passport and your CV. So make sure your CV is standard, and you can as well attach your motivation letter. As I said, it will not cause any harm. So also for the bachelor's degree, let's try. Okay, for the master's degree, you need your application form, you need your certificate of completed undergraduate degree. So this, as I said, you need to certify it, legalize it, and then you need your transcript. Also make sure that you legalize and certify it. It will give you a more quality application. So, and here is also the proof of special university entrance. So you can search this on Google, copy it, search it on Google, and you go to images and you can see how it works. So if you're applying for masters in English taught course, then remember what I said about that, like the document that you need to upload, and also copy of your passport. Only the page with the personal data is requested, so your data page, and also your CV. Then you have to submit it. Master's degree in architecture, you need to submit your portfolio. Then you need to send it to the address that I listed here. So you need to send it to that address. Make sure you send it to the address. Let's see it again. So you just need to send it to this place here. You need to send it to this place. Remember that the deadline is 1st May to September. So you need to send it as early as possible if you want them to consider yours early, because it also needs to process your visa. So this is it, and they did not say anything about application fee yet, because when they accept your application, then you need to do an online application. So when you do an online application, when you register for an online application, then you might have to pay application fee. But when you are registering for your online application, that means that you are already accepted to study in the university. If you have any problem, please make sure to send an email or call them. Always text them, call them. And if you have any questions, click here and you'll see other questions that other people have asked about tuition, about application, everything. Just click at this FAQ, frequent asked questions for international students, and you can as well see other things. Then if you need like to talk to them one-on-one, you can book an appointment with the registrar office, and you might have the opportunity to talk with them. So with that, we come to the end of today's video. If you have any questions, please, these are the 3 ways that you can contact the school, or you can ask me. If I have the knowledge, I will reply. If I don't, I will also tell you to contact the school. So good luck and prepare your documents and then apply.